Hello everyone! I hope that you're doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. In this video, I wanted to speak to you about self-trust and speaking your truth. I recently did a video, I'm sure you've seen it, about not tolerating things anymore and speaking your truth. And I started thinking a little bit about it afterwards from the comments that people shared and the amazing stories that people shared. I'm so grateful that you enjoyed the video and related to it. I was a little bit apprehensive about doing it because I was like, oh, as someone said, you're a little bit scary in this video. And I was like, only a little bit? I think I'm really scary, right? But that was the whole point of it. But I started realizing that the point of telling our truth, of speaking our truth, of being authentic there's many different reasons for it, but I think the main reason, for me, the main reason, and I'm sharing this with you because it's really important to me, so you can see I'm getting agitated because I'm really excited about this topic. The main reason we speak our truth is because every single time you speak your truth, every single time you share something about yourself that's the truth, rather than something that you've played a role or a mask that you've put on or a role that you're playing because someone else has asked you to play that role, either intentionally or unintentionally. Every single time you speak your truth, no matter the circumstances, despite the circumstances, I feel inside of me that my soul becomes a little bit more powerful, a little bit stronger. My trust in myself grows a little bit bigger, a little bit better. I feel a little bit more powerful, actually a lot more powerful. I feel bigger, as if I'm taking up a lot more space, as if I'm just like this powerful being, which I am. But until now, I've been playing small. And all of a sudden, I speak my truth against whatever's going on. I'm like, no, I'm not going to stand for it. This is my truth. I'm going to say it. Yeah, and as soon as you say it, all of a sudden, it's as if like this power, like your aura becomes bigger and your energy becomes bigger and you start standing up taller and you're like taking up more space and your eyes glitter and your face shines. It's literally like you're coming into yourself, your real self, your true self. And it's a grown-up moment. Like it's an adult moment, I would say. It's a soul moment. It's a moment where you're truly coming into your real self, which is your soul, really. Your deep self, not only just the superficial role that I'm playing right now, where I'm a female, an Indian female, who's called boom, right? This is just a facade, obviously, right? And so every single time you speak your truth for this body and this character or role that you're playing right now, your soul on the inside kind of starts growing a little bit and starts becoming effervescent and starts glowing and becoming bigger and brighter and more beautiful. And you can see that in the people's eyes. You can actually see it every single time. I can see it in my own eyes. Every single time I speak my truth, I'll go and look at myself in the mirror and I can see my eyes are glittering with joy and they're shiny and vibrant and vital and radiant. And as if I can see my soul through my eyes. Because it's a little bit more powerful. It's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit more apparent. It's a little bit more clear. Right? And so I'm sure maybe this seems a little bit abstract to you, but I really want you to start noticing what happens in your body and in your mind and your psyche, but your spirit particularly, when you speak a lie about yourself, or you're playing a role, or you're putting on a mask, or you're not telling the truth about yourself, and you're just not being authentic, basically. Notice yourself. Notice how you become. And I know I've said this before, but I know and I noticed for myself that all of those years that I played small, that I played a role, that I played a lie, I was lying all the time about everything, who I was, everything that I was doing, everything. I lied about everything because I was so afraid to live the truth. I remember those moments very clearly because they were the kind of moments where I was small. I played small, my body was small, I'd hunch over, I was kind of squeezed into my body. It felt like I was suffocating. I felt like my body was tight all the time. There was so much tension in me. I felt like I was kind of squeezed into a box and I couldn't get out. I couldn't stretch out because the box was too small and I was too big. And the box just kept on getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until I could not breathe it properly either. And I noticed that when I started doing a lot of pranayama, which is a breath exercise in yoga, that, oh my God, I don't know how to breathe properly. Because all of those years I spent not breathing at all. I'd stop breathing for minutes at a time. I was not breathing enough because I was just in such a small box that I created for myself. And I was small, and I could not look at myself in the eyes because I saw the sorrow and the pain in them. And it was just the worst. I mean, I have tears in my eyes. I'm not gonna start crying in front of you, but I remember those moments, and it was terrible. It was terrible because my soul, and I've said this before, I've done videos on soul death before. You're probably like, well, souls don't die. Well, they don't die completely, but they do become completely shriveled up and not as radiant anymore and not as big and powerful as they are. And you've seen people who live their truth. You know how they walk. They own the land. They own the earth. They own the land that they walk on. They own their lives. They are walking as if they're the powerful warriors that they are. And they have nothing that they excuse for. Like, they don't excuse themselves for anything. They live their truth. They don't lie about anything. And you see them. You see the power in them. You see the radiance in them. You see how big they are. You see how tall they stand. They take up space. They will sit like they're sprawled out and they're taking up space, and they're just there. And anytime you meet a person like that, you feel that power, that essence of them. You feel their soul because they're living their truth. They're not shying away from it. They're not pretending like there's something they're not, right? I mean, babies do this as well. And you've probably seen it in babies and children because they don't know how to play a role anymore, unless they've been taught, which is very rare. They don't put on masks. They live their life. They walk as if they own the land. They will come up to you and ask for anything. They will take something out of your hand because it's mine, and like, they don't feel embarrassed. They'll look you in the eye, even if the first time they met you, with no compunction at all. Like, I'm here. What are you going to do about it? Right? And it's not a fake kind of confidence because you've seen it. You've seen people like that, probably, I'm sure. You've seen children like that. You've seen babies like that, It's a confidence that comes from knowing your soul and knowing that you're eternal, knowing that you've been here a long time and you're going to be here forever and ever, that you're never going to die, your soul's never going to die, knowing that you're living your truth, that you're authentically being yourself, that you're not playing small, that you're not squeezing yourself into a box that's not even made for you, that's not even your shape, that's like so small that it kind of makes you feel suffocated that you can't even breathe. You're powerful, you're strong. The box is gone. Or if it's not completely gone, then it's big enough to take care of your complete aura and to fit all of yourself into it, not just these teeny little portions that we've made to fit into these tiny boxes. As I said, like, I remember, when I was in those small boxes and how suffocating it was and how terrible it felt. But everyone loved me for it. Yeah. And I'm sure that's one of the reasons why you are in that box right now, if you are, is because people like it when you're in a box, when you're not being authentic and you're not living a complete life, because then it gives them the excuse that, okay, yeah, if she's not living her authentic life, I can be inauthentic as well. And so all of us have these relationships where we're all being inauthentic with each other. We're not showing our true selves to anyone. These fake relationships based on fake selves. That's the main reason why relationships break apart so easily, is because have you really seen that true person, that true self of that person? No, because they haven't shown it to you. Have you shown yours to them? No, because both of us are afraid, right? So who has to take the first step? Obviously, it has to be you, right? I mean, I would always say to myself, oh, well, I mean, I'll start being authentic once I'm in a relationship with an authentic person. That person will teach me how to be authentic. Or, I'll start being authentic when there are more authentic people around me, because then I'll learn how to be authentic. Or, once I read books about authenticity, then I'll learn how to be authentic, and then I'll start being authentic. No, that's not how it works. That's just an excuse that you're giving yourself. And I know it's easy because you're like, well, tomorrow, day after, like 20th August 2052. Yeah, I'll do it then. Yeah, I'm going to put it on my calendar. I got it there. And so yeah, we can do it then, right now. Let's just stay in the box. But it has to come from you. It has to start with you. It's not going to be like, all right, someone else can be authentic and then I'll watch them and then I'll be authentic, because that's not going to happen. Most people are playing roles. So if you want to start breaking that box apart, or even just making it bigger, for God's sake, then you need to start with yourself first. You need to start where you are right now. You need to go and be a little bit more courageous. You need to realize, okay, enough is enough. I'm sick of this box. It's too suffocating. It's too traumatic. It's traumatizing. I didn't like that box for even a single second, and I'm so glad I'm out of it. And I'm sure you would be too if you were out of it. Oh my God, it's so suffocating. Oh, gosh. Anyways, so I hope this makes sense. Please, please, please try. Yeah, I know it won't be easy the first few times you do it, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. It's all about practice, really. Seriously, it's all about practice. And little by little, you can start smashing that box into pieces, because it's just made of glass. We think it's bulletproof and, we're never going to get out of it. It's too strong for us. No, it's actually made of very fragile glass. And as soon as you're strong enough for it, it'll just break apart very easily. Yeah, you just have to be strong enough for that and authentic enough, and you just really have to come into your power. And I know you can do it. I know you can. I trust in you. I believe in you. If you thought this video was a little too abstract, let me know, and I'll try to make it a little bit easier to understand. But if you understood and you liked it, or you resonated with it, let me know as well what you thought about it. Again, thank you so much for listening. I shall see you the next time around. Bye for now.